Hello everyone, I am Dr. PA.Kaja Mohideen, Assistant Professor and Head Department of Economics, C. Abdul Hakim College, Mel Visharam. Now I am going to present Introduction of Economics. First start with John H. Williams' word that is the instability of the economy is equaled by the instability of economists. Economics is a social science that studies the production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. Economics is quite an old discipline. That is why Professor Samuelson remarks that economics is the oldest of the arts, the newest of the sciences, indeed, the queen of the social sciences. The origin of the subject could be traced to the works of the Greek philosopher Aristotle, who confined the study of economics to household management and acquiring, guarding, and making proper use of wealth. Here, the term economics has been derived from the Greek words "oikos," that is um, a house, and "nemen" means to manage. Thus, the economics means managing a household with limited funds. Adam Smith's book, An Enquiry into the Nature and Causes of Wealth of Nations, published in the year 1776, laid the strong foundation for the growth of economics. So, Adam Smith is rightly called the father of economics. Economics has been defined by various economists. Various definitions are grouped under four headings. So it is shown in this slide. First definition, wealth definition is given by Adam Smith. Second definition is welfare definition is given by Professor Alfred Marshall. Third definition is scarcity definition is given by Lionel Robbins. And fourth definition is growth and development definition. It is given by Paul Samuelson. Next, nature of economics. Nature of economics implies whether it is science or art, or both science and art. The question whether economics is a science or an art, there are different views. The English economists of the classical school hold the view that economics is a science, but the economists of Europe, Germany, and India regard economics as an art. Let us discuss first question, is economics a science or an art? Under this question, first we discuss economics as a science. Economics is a science as it is a branch of knowledge where various facts have been systematically collected, classified, and analyzed. Economics is different from physical sciences like biology and chemistry, where experiments can be conducted in the laboratory under controlled conditions. Observations can be made and used to prove or disprove theories. The results apply universally. But in economics, experiments cannot be conducted in laboratories. Its laboratory is the economy at large where conditions cannot be controlled. Results of economics do not apply universally. Even though Marshall maintained that laws of economics are like the law of tides rather than the law of gravitation. So economics is accepted as a science. Second one is economics is an art. Art is totally different from science. Art directs us or proposes hypotheses. Art is defined as a set of rules for the achievement of a given objectives. Economics is an art in the sense that it has several branches which gives practical directions to solve economic problems of the society. And Third one is economics, both a science and an art. Art cannot be separated from science or scientific knowledge. Economics is science, or economics is scientific in its methodology and artistic in its applications. Therefore, according to Sam Wilson, political economy can be described as the oldest of the arts and the newest of the sciences, indeed the queen of social sciences. Now let me move to second question. Is economics a positive or a normative science? The first one is economics as a positive science. Positive economics deals with what is or how an economic problem facing a society is actually solved. Professor Robbins held that economics was purely a positive science. According to him, economics should be neutral or silent between ends. That is, there should be no desire to learn about ethics of economic decisions. In positive economics, human decision as facts which can be verified with actual data. On the basis of this for example, India is an overpopulated country. It is actual data. A fall in the price of a good leads to a rise in quantity demanded. And third example is minimum wage law increases unemployment. So these are the positive sciences. And second one is economics as a normative science. Normative economics deals with what ought to be or how an economic problem should be solved. Alfred Marshall and Pigou have considered the normative aspect of economics. They maintain that economics is a normative science as it prescribes that course of action which is desirable and necessary to achieve social goals. So normative economics gives prescriptive statement. For example, government should guarantee a minimum wage for every worker. This is prescriptive statement. Government should stop minimum support price to the farmers. Second example it is. Third example is India should not take loans from foreign countries. And fourth example is India should spend more money on defense. So these are the nature of economics. There are two types of economics, that is microeconomics and macroeconomics. Before 1930, that is before depression period, there was only one economics. But the term microeconomics and macroeconomics were first used by Ragnar Frisch of Oslo University in 1933. So microeconomics and macroeconomics first introduced in the year 1933 by Ragnar Frisch. Here the term microeconomics has been derived from Greek word that micros means small. It studies the economic actions and behavior of individual units and small groups of individual units. So microeconomic theory deals with three concepts. Product pricing. In product pricing, there are two types of theory discussed: a theory of demand and a theory of supply. And the second concept is factor pricing. Under these, wages, rent, interest, and profit are discussed. And third one is welfare economics. So these are the microeconomics. And the term macroeconomics has been derived from Greek word macros, means large. It studies the economic system as a whole, that is large aggregates such as national output, total employment, total consumption, total investment, and the general price level. So, under this macroeconomics theory deals with theory of income and employment, theory of general price level and inflation, theory of economic growth, and theory of distribution. And next, scope of economics. Lionel Robbins widened the scope of economics. Its subject matter now was the study of human behavior in relation to allocation of scarce resources having alternative uses to satisfy unlimited wants. Therefore, wants, efforts, satisfaction become the subject matter of economics. So these three terms is very important in economics. Under these three terms, the whole economy have run. And second one is central economic problems. Economic problems concerns with the ends to be achieved. The main aspect of an economic problem are what to produce, how to produce, whom to produce. In what to produce, resources are unlimited, but wants are limited. Hence, it becomes important to decide what goods are to be produced. That is, consumer goods or producers' goods, necessaries or comforts or luxuries. This is known as the famous gun or butter problem in decision making. Priorities have to be decided in order to importance for each economy. Production of more guns and weapons may be required by a country at war period, whereas production of food and necessaries may be required during peace times to increase welfare. And second problem is how to produce. The selection of goods according to priority is followed by the question how it is to be produced. That is, whether labor intensive or capital intensive techniques are required to produce the goods. It also involves questions such as small scale or large scale production, which is required to produce goods. And last problem is whom to produce. Economic problem concerns the problem of sharing the national income or national product. That is, it studies how national income is distributed among the various sections of the community. So these are the introduction of economics. Thank you.